So, my internet went down completely. It's been down for about half an hour now, and it went down right at the moment that I beat the game and the credits started rolling. I don't know how long it kept streaming until, like, I don't know at what point it got cut off, but I remember saying, like, oh, that can't be the end right there. And then the credits started rolling and the internet went down, and it's still down, and I've been spending about the past 20 minutes trying to get it to work by turning things off and on again or plugging things in and out. And if that's not gonna work, then I don't know what to do to fix things. The entire network around here is down, it seems like, but really need to see about changing that internet provider at some point. I'm gonna stop being ugly and proud. So during the credits is usually when I give like my full review of a game. I didn't see any of the credits. I started seeing the credits. Begin journey to what? What is this? Begin journey to to Dranglelic. Anyway, I didn't get to see any of the credits, and there's apparently like a true final boss as well, so maybe I could just give my full review during that. What is Begin journey to Dranglelic? Dark Souls 2 Begin journey to Dranglelic. What is this? Is that just like start new game play? Dang it, right I googled it and I forgot the internet was down. We're having trouble finding that site. We can't connect to the server at google.com. I was just talking about how the internet was down. Fine, phone and data. Phone and data in that case. Let's see here. Phone it is. So, look, you can see the full thing there, I guess. Dark Souls 2 Begin journey to Dranglelic. What is this, anyway? That is New Game Plus. Okay. So that literally is Journey to Dranglelic. So yeah, that means items will appear, doors will be closed and locked, chests will be reset, NPCs will be back in their starting points, enemies respawn. It is New Game Plus, so you can do it right from there. But otherwise, you're just chilling here. Okay, good to know. I will get some level ups off of Nassandra. So, while I was trying to fix the internet situation and I was on my phone with data, I looked up what you need to do to get the true final boss. And apparently, you need to talk to Aldia at all the places, the dude that came from the bonfire, which is like 3 places, and say yes, and I've been doing that. But the other thing that you need to do is, like, 1, kill Nassandra, we already did that, but we also need to kill Vendrick, and Vendrick apparently we couldn't kill until getting some of the giant souls that we've been collecting. Apparently there's like 4 giant souls, because 1 was added by, like... I know that there's like 4 giant memories. I don't know if that means that there's 4 giant souls or there's 3 giant souls, but we have 3 giant souls from, going through the 3 giant memories, which means we should be able to take on Vendrick, who was at that one area that I'm gonna need to remember how the heck to get to again anyway. What do I want to level up right now anyway? Sure, for funsies we can do 1 of that. And then 2 in that. Sure. Can't go wrong with that, I suppose. Sure. Think about doing some intelligence stuff, but yeah, so I guess we have to go take out Vendrick. I need to remember where he was. He was on the other side of the Royal Aegis, was the case. I've heard that his attacks are like predictable and easy to counter, but like he hits hard and can probably one-shot you a lot of the time. Where was the place? Where was it? Where we fought the Royal Aegis anyway? I might go. Dang! I freaking alt-tabbed to Google it on my computer again. I can't do that right now. Hold on. Let's find out exactly the fastest way to get to him, because I know that we beat the Royal Aegis and he was like behind it. Wait, I think I'm remembering before I even Google it. It was if I click back on the game. If I click back on the game, I say, click back on the game. Oh, I just need to use the D-pad. Oh, I'm just... Nah. I think it was Undead Crypt, right? We had, like, a super secret way down there, I think. I might not need to Google it. I think I'm recalling. Anyway, there's gotta be a super secret path around here. I'm fairly certain that, you know, this was the, oh crap. I'm fairly certain that we had, like, a super secret pathway over through this way. Anyway, I'm not quite sure the best way to speak about stuff going on. Something that I should mention on... What the heck? Stop ringing the bells. There's been some personal life stuff going on lately. And, which way was the way? Was it this way? I don't remember. And I don't remember where the summon sign for the one guy was either. Oh. Whatever. There's been some personal life stuff going on, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to mention it while I was streaming. And here I am recording afterwards, because, you know, the freaking stream went down. But I wasn't sure if I was quite ready to talk about these things on stream yet. But one of the ways I've always thought about, like, my stream and this channel in a way, is it's kind of like weird journal entries in a way, where it's like, you know, because while I'm streaming, I'm always talking about, like, stuff going on in my life, and current happenings and all that stuff. Can I get past you, maybe? So, like, I don't keep a diary or a journal or anything like that, but this channel is essentially the closest thing to that, and it helps me get my thoughts in order and get them sorted out. Like, was it this way? Yeah, it was that way. Like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to mention this on stream. Like, I'll probably mention it around at some point to let people know that, like, I'm not gonna be fully myself for a while. I don't know if that was noticed by, like, the, earlier bits of this session, all the way up to killing the Sandra and such. What the heck are they screaming about over there? You want to not, maybe? They're not gonna pursue me all the way over here, are they? This is where we fought the Royal Aegis. They might, but the ghost dudes won't. I've always thought about this channel as, like, keeping weird journal entries in a way, so maybe this is the way that I feel most comfortable for speaking about this, is when I'm recording, instead of live streaming like this during a series that, like, not a lot of people watch. So, it may as well just be me rambling to myself, in a sense to get my thoughts straight. So, I know I've mentioned with a lot of streaming how often I'll go over and visit my grandparents, my Oma and Opa, and bring the doggy along, especially if it's, you know, late at night. I'll be like, oh, we went and visited them today, and, you know, Jesse always gets spoiled by the both of them. Achievement unlocked the air. Why did I just now get an achievement? He has a lightning sword? What was the Steam achievement I just got? The air. See the ending. Why am I just now getting this? Also, if there was something after the credits earlier, I missed it because, you know, internet going down. But I would sometimes talk about, like, going over there. I would visit them on a regular basis. I would, the two of them helped raise me in a way. I spent a lot of time over there as a kiddo in junior high school. Their house was right next to my junior high school, so I used to go there after school each day, and I would be picked up by my parents from there, like, after spending a few hours there. So it really was, and still is, in a sense, like, my second home. Examine. Gosh darn it, this sends me back. I was curious what was going on there. Memory of the... Oh, it's a different memory.
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Drang Lake. Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers.
I believe this is the DLC thing where Bob, I already have one crown, but...
From times long past. Seek adversity. As befits you, seeker of fire.
So we can give the crowns to, like, the old Vendrick.
I am no king. I am more to be a jester. I was unaware of my own blindness. We are feeble vessels with feebler souls. We would cast aside the prop of life, only to face greater hardship. Are you another such fool, or something more?
Good question.
I fail to see your desire,
So,
young moth.
should I turn this up a smidge? He seems kind of quiet there.
I see very little these days.
I know I turned down the volume a lot way earlier. Turn it up a smidge, but like... that's all he says. Anyway, that's, we gotta see what's over here in the memory. I guess you just can't go this way. It just immediately boots you out. It's always been a second home for me. That place, and, well, this morning was when my Oppa passed away. So, most people would take a bit of a break from content creation kind of stream stuff. I'm someone that finds streaming and doing stuff on this channel very therapeutic in a way. Like, it helps give me a sense of normalcy in life, and like, it's almost therapeutic in a way. So, it helps me feel alright, help me feel like I'm myself, even if I'm not quite like that during this past session. So I apologize for, you know, earlier in this session leading up to killing the first final boss. I'll turn up the game sound a little bit. If I seemed a little off or not quite there, but my whole family is a little bit shaken right now about everything going on because of that. And to me, with that being a second home, they've always been like a second set of parents to me. So to me, it was like I just lost a father figure. So that's the reason why I might be a little bit off for a little while. And I figured I'd mention it at some point just to, you know, let people know that I'm gonna be out of sorts for a little while, because I don't know, it still feels like it hasn't quite sunk in. But I didn't quite mention it while I was streaming yet. I was like, okay, well, I'll just save it for now, because I don't really know how to do that. Let's fight Vendrick for now. It was whoops, gosh darn it. It was quite frankly a kind of scary sight there. I had just talked with him a couple days ago, and then I find out this morning he's no longer there anymore. Like, it seemed like it did seem like it was peaceful, like there wasn't any pain or anything like that. Vendrick. Maybe he doesn't want anything to do with me right now. I don't... oh no, he wants things to do with me. Oh yeah, he does a lot of damage there. Oh my goodness, his swings are hella slow and weird there. He has a lot of health, holy crap. Wow. Interesting. So apparently we need to take out him. I don't know where this one summon sign was. I think I had one like nearby for a boss before. I might not be able to use it anymore. And I went through somewhere this way, I think. Yeah, it's a strange situation with the family right now. Like, the two of them have always loved having people over, being able to you know, have guests and gosh darn it. And have people be happy in their presence and company and all that stuff. And like, they very much thrived off of having like others around. It's why, you know, I always try to visit at least once a week, and I would always be sharing stories on stream of like going and visiting with the doggy, seeing both of them. Now I guess it'll be stories of just visiting the one of them from this point onward, sadly. So they've always very much relied on you know, social connections and others around them. So I can only imagine what things are going to be like for my Oma for the foreseeable future, who's, you know, going to be alone in that household rather than the two of them together like it's always been. What's the soul's right in front of the fog gate? That's interesting. Apparently she's been humoring the idea of getting a doggy, one that's low maintenance and doesn't shed, just so that she's not alone. Like, the two of them have always loved animals, and it feels very much like there may well have been like a void in their life ever since their last doggy passed away back when I was still young, and they didn't get a new doggy because, you know, they were old and worried that they wouldn't be able to give that doggy the love that they would need. But now she's humoring the idea of getting a doggy after all, because that feeling of loneliness might be a big factor there, you know? And I can only imagine what that'd be like. Like, I took a class in university on the study of loneliness, and it's wow. I couldn't roll after getting hit by the second one, or by the first one. It's a serious thing, the feeling of loneliness. It's a serious thing that can take a major toll on you. So that's what's happening over there as of earlier today, and it still hasn't quite sunk in for me yet. Meanwhile, there's more stuff going on with other parts of my family. One of my aunts a few months ago was diagnosed with cancer, so my uncle is now dealing with the loss of his father as of this morning, and dealing with his wife having cancer, and there's a whole situation going on in that household over there, because that family had a few kids over there, my uncle, and one of them wound up. I'm the youngest in my generation by a lot, by a decent bit. One of my cousins got married and had a couple of kids, and it turned out that the person that he married was a psycho bitch, and there was a really messy divorce. She tried to like ruin his life in whatever way she could, essentially. Like staying in the house that he was no longer living in, forcing him to continue to pay the mortgage, which he would have to keep paying, or else it destroys credit rating so much that he'd probably never be able to buy a house again. Stop. He had to move in with his parents again, my aunt and uncle, along with his two kids. So I can only imagine what he's going through, with his mother diagnosed with cancer, and him losing his grandfather the same way that I did. And I can only imagine what those kids are going through with everything going on, because now they've had their mother turn out to be a psycho bitch that can only visit them like in very limited access with like supervision, and she needs to like actually seek serious help about stuff going on with her grandmother who they live with being diagnosed with that, and now their great-grandfather passing. So these... Oh, I forgot to put on a thing! Ah, crap. I forgot to put on the thing. Give me a second, Vendrick. The two of them have always looked up to me as well, and before COVID started, we would sometimes play games together, here and there. Whoa. Wow, this is actually pretty brutal, but we gotta get it done, is the case. I could try exchanging a thing for the flame weapon. I could see if Vendrick has any weaknesses. Apparently I'd trade the old witch's soul for the flame weapon thingamabob. I can look into that. I'll give one more attempt as is, and then I'll look for the flame weapon, is my plan. But those kiddos have always looked up to me. They always love playing games with me at family gatherings, and before COVID started, we would sometimes even play games with one another here and there online. COVID kind of threw a bit of a wrench into the works, and it wasn't happening as frequently anymore. But I was thinking that maybe at some point in the near future here, I should reach out to them and see if they're interested in starting something like a Minecraft server together or something like that again. Something that I'd not be doing on stream. It wouldn't be anything on this channel at all, just something where I'm like taking time on the side to you know, have a bit of a outlet in place that these two kids are feeling comfortable and such, you know, is a thing I might do. You want to open up, but stop. Oh my goodness, you're mean. But right now, I've just been in like a weird, emotional kind of state. There's been a lot of stuff going. Why did I go down here again? So, if I didn't seem like I was quite myself earlier this session, that would be why. And I know that most people would take a break from content creation when stuff is going on, but I'm the kind of psychopath that, you know, I feel most at ease when I'm doing content creation stuff, when I'm playing a game and commentating and talking about my life. And that's one of the reasons that I talk about my life during this stuff, is because it's comforting, and it's like journal entries in a way, where it's like, you know, probably something that I'm gonna look back at years down the line and see how I was feeling back then. Because I don't keep a diary, I don't keep a journal. This is the closest thing to that. And who knows what I'll be feeling like by the time this is uploaded. Like, I'm currently streaming this on the 29th of August after midnight, so most of this stuff went on the 28th of August, so yesterday, since it's after midnight. But I should have put on my soul arrow thing, whatever. Doesn't matter. Gosh darn it. But yeah, wow. I'm in a weird mental state lately, and it's gonna probably take me a little while to start feeling a sense of true normacy kind of again in life. And I'm streaming here because it's at least something that helps give me comfort, essentially. So it's not gonna hit me, right? Wow, just barely. Probably should have rolled anyway, just to be safe. I'm really doing like next to no damage here. He really delays his swings. I'm gonna look into this flame weapon here is what I'm gonna do. Dark Souls 2 flame weapon. Let's see. Flame weapon. So I get it from Strayed Volafis, and you are in the Lost Bastille. NPC in Dark Souls 2. You also trade boss souls with him for boss soul weapons, apparently. So yeah, like, again, most people wouldn't be doing content creation, but this is what gives me comfort, and it gives me comfort to be talking about my feelings, seemingly to myself. Somebody may be watching this at some point, but in the context of here and now, it's just me getting my thoughts out for my own mental state, essentially. There's a bonfire right behind Strayed, which is accessible once you free him. If you return to this bonfire at a later time, the mummies will respawn. You need to kill them, and Strayed is leaning against the wall right as you leave the jail cell. So, you must have at least 3 intelligence and faith from to sell such trade with you. Talk to him after trading 4 boss souls, and he will give you the black robe set, which requires at least 60 intelligence to equip. Boosts your spellcasting speed. Strayed of Olyphus. Maybe I can find a video here. Is the internet still... yeah, the internet's still down, it seems like. Dark Souls 2 Strayed of Olyphus location. Let's see here. Here's a video, apparently. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere here in the Lost Bastille. He's apparently a boss weapon blacksmith. And this person is traveling to... I'm gonna turn my phone sideways and see it in full screen here, this video, because normally I'd have it on my computer, but the internet's down. So, they go to Sinner's Rise, apparently. Over to here. And then if I skip ahead a bunch, is it gonna be in one of the... Wait. Is there a... They go back to the Bastille. They start going back in the direction of the Bastille from here. So the Lost Bastille. And, oh, maybe he's the guy that was in front of that bonfire that was petrified. I wonder. Now that I think about, you know, a thing over here. Let's see, yeah, this person uses a fragrant branch of yore, and that's him. Okay, I thought that I just needed to do that thing to get access to that bonfire, but apparently that's Mr. Dude, who's, like, really important and stuff. So I need to head back down there. But today was a little bit of a roller coaster. I went over to my Oma and Opa's place, and you know, the three kiddos were there saying their final goodbyes essentially. And now this bit seems loud. I turned it down before because Vendrick seemed hella quiet, but hey, I'm adjusting volume and like telling maybe out loud while I'm adjusting volume while telling about a hella emotional day. My goodness gracious. So they were all there, and we had the funeral home come in and take them, and it was a scene. The thing that really tore at my heartstrings the most was just seeing the state that my Oma was in at him you know, being taken away and never to be seen again. It's a strange thought. It still doesn't feel quite real in a sense, you know, like it was just a handful of months ago that, you know, I'd be bringing the doggy over there for visits, and we'd all be hanging out like life was completely normal and such, you know? So it's crazy how things can change when you don't expect them to change. But looking back on everything, it does make me very glad for all the time that I spent over there, both growing up and recent years with going over there and bringing the doggy along. I feel like it really helped bring him some joy in those final years, and so I'm really glad I did that. So, you know, if by chance anybody is watching this down the line, one of the reasons that I'm rambling about this freaking during Dark Souls is because I know that it's one of the things that, like, not a lot of people tune into, so it's, you know, on the channel while being as private as it gets, essentially, with my own ramblings. The whole takeaway is, like, the important people in your life, make sure to spend time with them while you can. Like, I'm really glad that I did there, but if it was some parallel universe where I did, I would feel, you know, so awful right now. But, you know, I spent so much time over there growing up and going over there for regular visits, you know, for the past several years as well. Even when it's not exactly on the way home, I'll still, you know, take the doggy along and head over there and hang out, have some dinner, maybe go downstairs, watch a movie, and just, you know, be a family for a while. So it's important to be able to do that with the important people in your life. So be sure to make sure that you do that while you can. Is the whole takeaway, I guess.
I must thank you, young traveler.
No problemo.
I am straying.
So, yeah, I don't want to make this session a sob story. I'm still here to play Dark Souls 2, have fun, showcase some wacky stuff in this playthrough. I don't want to just, like, drag this down and be like, well, everything is awful. Sob, feel sympathy for me, and all that stuff. Don't. It's not that. I just needed to express these feelings, and, you know, express that if I'm not completely myself for, you know, the smidge of stream earlier, and for the next bit going forward here, maybe until the end of this playthrough, I might not be fully myself, and that's the reason why. But who knows? Maybe I will suddenly decide that I do need to take some time off, but right now, like, streaming is still the thing that, you know, gives me the most normalcy and kind of comfort in life. Like, Dark Souls doesn't sound like the kind of thing that would be a relaxing kind of thing. But I'm glad that I came to play Dark Souls tonight. It's helped me, I don't know. It's helped me, is all I really want to say. Mock gesture, sure. Is really all that is. So, you know, I might not have been, like, fully myself, but still coming to this has, you know, helped me get my thoughts straight in a way. And speaking about it helps me get my thoughts straight, which is why I did that. Earlier this stream, Guzma was asking about why I started streaming Dark Souls rather than Minecraft, and it's because so far the only people that I've told about it were the mods around the channel about what's going on and how I'm feeling lately. And one of the things that I was mentioning is like, hey, maybe the comfort game to stream tonight would be Minecraft, because that was around the time that I started getting into Minecraft a whole bunch. Was after junior high school, coming there, spending a few hours there every day, waiting for my parents to pick me up, and I'd be on the computer playing Minecraft, and my Oppa would come in and ask if I'm building something or what I was building and all that stuff. I had a lot of fun with those kinds of things. Trading. Heavy homing soul arrow. These ruined sentinels. Oh, these are things that you trade the boss weapons for. I need to trade the old witch's soul and 10,000 souls to get flame weapons. So that's very good there. So with ruined sentinel soul, you can get heavy homing soul arrow. With Najka's soul, you can get soul shower. With Velstat's soul, you can get Sacred Oath. With the Royal Rat Vanguard soil, there's Toxic Mist. With the Royal Rat Authority soul, there's Acid Surge. Yeah, there's Flame Weapon, that sounds pretty spicy spice. With Old Witch soul that we got from the New Game Plus thing, and then we need Giant Lord soul from Repel. Or to get Repel, whatever the heck that is. Distorts local space, no damage can be inflicted. So it's like Stillness from Bravely Default, huh? There's Mytha's Bent Blade, Smelter Sword from the Smelter Demon, Pursue Ultra Sword, Warped Sword from Flexile Sentry, Arced Sword from Flexile Sentry, Giant Stone Axe from Soul of Lost Giant, Barbed Club from Flexile Sentry, so I'll turn off the Doogie camera temporarily. There's Gargoyle Bident from Belfry Gargoyle Soul, there's Dragon Rider's Halberd from Dragon Rider Soul, Roaring Halberd from Skeleton Lord Soul, Bone Scythe from Covetous Demon Soul, Chariot Lance from Executioner's Chariot Soul, Dragon Rider Twin Blade from the other Dragon Rider Soul, Spotted Whip from Demon of Song Soul, Dragon Rider Bow from Dragon Rider Soul, Shield Crossbow from Executioner's Chariot Soul. That sounds interesting. Pursuer's Great Shield, Sword of the Pursuer, and Dragon Rider Great Shield, Dragon Rider Soul. So you have to make choices for some of those. I may... What? I'll give it to you. Just give me a second. But yeah, I am very grateful for all the time that was made. I was talking with him a couple days ago, and it wasn't exactly fully there. It was kind of fading. He had been eating he's been losing his appetite for a long time now and getting thinner and thinner, and he wasn't quite fully there when I was talking a couple days ago. Last time he was like still mostly there was maybe a couple weeks ago when I was talking to him, and it put a smile on his face to see me, and with the reason being, he told me, because I was happy and healthy and I was smiling, and those are words that I feel like I'll never forget now, you know? So, yeah, we have 2 souls of Lost Sinners. So make time for those who are important to you, because you don't know when the time is going to come that you won't have that time anymore. So be sure to do that. I forgot what I was doing for a second. Looks like that's the one that's exactly 10,000. But that is probably enough of that. Back to Dark Souls 2. And we are going to... Oh, and there's things here as well. Hold on, let's see. So that doesn't need boss stuff. Ring of Knowledge. Knowledge, just like that Ty Lopez guy. He's here in his garage. Just bought this new Lamborghini here. Fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But do you know what I like more than this new Lamborghini here is knowledge. That's why I just installed all these new bookshelves. I read a book a day, that's my motto. Oh, I'm in the buying menu. What the heck am I doing? Trade, that's why there was different stuff. So, flame weapon. Uses for Old Witch Soul. So, let's hope that that's better than my magic weapon. Who knows? It might depend on, like, battle to battle. Well, I just bought something from you. Heck yeah. Absolutely I can. Let's see here. So, we're gonna take off magic weapon and put on flame weapon. Does it show, like, how much it... Reinforced with intense magic, allowing for infliction of heavy magic damage. Adds fire to the types of damage the weapon already inflicts. So who knows if it's more damage, but I can try it anyway. And now he's just out of here. From resting there. So let's see here. Flame weapon, huh? It is cool. It is cool. So we can go ahead and try to be a fire lord out here. That's what we can try. Or something. Hi. Just chilling now. Look, I'm handling the thing you gave me just fine. Look how cool it is. So that's the point of depetrifying him. As he's like the boss soul guy. Yes. Flame weapon. Oh, I can turn the doggy cam back on now. I guess we'll exhaust his dialogue, because that is usually a thing that you want to do with nerds in this game. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Well, I was going to, and I saw there was a bonfire right there, but I went ahead and there was another bonfire, and I thought that was like the only point, was this bonfire that wasn't that needed. But apparently you are a bit more important than that. I thought you were just like a generic enemy or something like that I'd fight and then go to the bonfire. But not. But you are actually important. Look, this kind of lights the way as well. Indeed.
The people fear the cursed ones like a plague. Some people would rather keep dreadful things out of sight, out of mind.
Some people would.
They swept them up and corralled them here. So very typical of meek minds.
I guess you just chill here. Probably don't come to Magilla if I exhaust your dialogue. Probably not, but I'll do a lot of talking anyway.
Once people became aware of their own frailty, they seized anybody they found undesirable, cursed or no, and impounded them here. Whoever posed even the slightest threat was removed,
That's not good.
so that they could sleep better at night.
Awful dudos.
Turned the great strayed into a stone.
How dare they? How dare they do that?
Many kingdoms rose and fell.
You have a lot of stuff to say.
Mine was by no means the first. Anything that has a beginning also has an end. No flame, however brilliant, does not one day splutter and fade.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that we were talking about there.
The flame reignites, and a new kingdom is born, sporting a new face. It is all a curse.
A curse or a blessing?
And it is your cursed flesh that will inherit the flame. Pyromancy was created by the ancient witch of fire. She
What are these sounds? Who's being noisy?
melded it to pyromancy. The witch led her daughters into war.
Is that the old witch's soul that I gave you?
But legends are legends.
Pokemon
What
Legends.
are you prepared to believe?
I don't know. I'm mostly a stick true to science kind of guy. Not legends or spiritual stuff myself, but... Was this the thing you already said? Yeah, that was the thing you already said. Okay, so now he's repeating. Okay, so let's go back to where was I? It was the not Drangala Castle, but Undead Crypt. It was the Undead Ditch, I believe.